That's the only
Gotcha.
place I've been other than Temecula.
Oh,
So
okay. There we go.
I know.
Well,
I'm so
it-
excited.
yes, coming soon. Good. Oh, good morning, guys. Great to see you all. Happy Monday. Tax week, fun week as well too. Is it tax week for Canada too? Is that the same time? I don't know the tax season there. We got
Yeah,
a lot to
our
cover.
deadline is April 30.
Oh, so you have some more time.
April 30 is our deadline.
Okay. All right. So you're not stressing out as much as Americans are. This is like, if you're a professional procrastinator, this is a fun week for you, you know? So hopefully you got it done as well too, and you're chill as well too. But anyways, grateful we're in a business where you can actually write off taxes. Who here's used your business for tax write-offs before, by the way? Like huge, huge deal. Massive, massive. I remember there was an officer in Partner Co. She was also a CPA. So around the season, she'd be doing people's taxes and then she would sign people up. She'd be like, by the way, I know for a way for you to save money on your taxes. They're like, how? You get started in this business, you know? So it's a massive, massive thing. Did you know that the average North American that has a full-time job that does not have a side business like this is overpaying their taxes $3,000 to $9,000 a year? You know, so actually getting started in this business, you end up actually saving more money than you spend on money. And it's products that you get to use yourself and you just never get to know. So good thing to think about, by the way. Who here has friends that are complaining about taxes? Like this is kind of when it comes up, right? So if you have that in your back pocket, like, you know, there's a way to save money on taxes. Are you open for that? Good opportunity and angle in to chat about that. So, anyways, lots happening. Let's go through a couple of announcements for the week, and then we want to dive into this week's all about Core Cleanse still. Who here's pumped for the new product? Who here is also, if you ordered it already, put a me in the comments below. Like man, this thing is, yeah, congratulations. I can't wait until we can have a cleanse day together. I think our Mondays are going to be forever changed. I think we're going to see more. I don't know. We're going to hear some fresh testimonials from people on a Monday. So hopefully by this time next Monday, we're going to have some really cool news. And yeah, anyways, that'll be fun. I would love to hear. I know there were many events. We did virtual things, of course, but there was also three events in person that PartnerCo did to launch Core Cleanse. Vancouver Island, we had Nashville, we also had Raleigh as well too. I love to hear if you went to any one of those. If we can have at least a representation to share what happened, I'd love to hear from anybody that went to those. So who went to one of those events? And I'd love for you to unmute. And we want to get the buzz because we saw the photos. I feel super FOMO. So I want to hear from you, like what happened there. Anyone willing to share on what all went down there? Otherwise, I'll just call some people out. But anyone want to unmute themselves? Otherwise, I'm gonna, yeah, Shelly or Lourdes, like, I'd love to hear what was Canada like? That looks so much fun. That looked like amazing. I'm gonna call on Lourdes because I saw, oh, there
Yeah.
we go. Hey, Lourdes.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This connect is always better than the last one. I've been to the connect in Calgary last year, but this one was a blast. We've tried, they gave samples of the core cleanse, and our testimony, both me and Miss Florence, as soon as we got off the Winnipeg airport, we had to run to the bathroom. And that was just a simple glass shot, or I don't know what do you call this? Just a small sip. Like one half of a, it's not even the core plus. It's just the regular core cleanse. And and we didn't talk like, where are you going? Going to the bathroom. I said, me too. Oh my gosh, that core cleanse might have been working. And we didn't even have the full sachet. It was just a sampler. So, guys, I cannot wait till my order gets here.
Oh my gosh. That's super. I'm glad that it was after the plane landed that you had to have your experience. So
Yes, that
that's
was
cool. That's
so. But
amazing.
other than that, like all the speakers were excellent. Like
Mm.
honestly, Australia, I don't know. Maybe it's not in our team, but Australia, this is chairperson number two. Is she's an Indian.
Habia.
She- Abia. She
Yeah.
just crushed it. She crushed it. She was a speaker the first day. She was also a speaker the second day. And I believe on the second day she went twice the stage. And every time she goes to the stage, it's standing ovation. She
Mm.
just crushed it. And most of the people that were there at the Connect were Indian people. So
Ah.
I said maybe that's why they opened India, the
Mm.
country of India, because they're crushing it. So
Mm.
I was telling Miss Florence, I said maybe we have to show corporate that we can so that they can also open the Philippines.
Let's go, Philippines. That's how Partner Code does it. I mean, absolutely incredible. If you guys don't know the story of Habia Gill, she got started this last year. She came from O'Dare with their shift, but just did amazing things. She was able to in 1 year go chairperson two, and them and their team are just going absolutely incredible. So John Wadsworth, how was it having the founder there?
Oh my goodness, it was a blast. Like he comes right straight to you uh, to your table. Like he talks, he tells the stories and like how what a nice feeling having to talk to him heart to heart. Even Miss Florence, when we took a picture with him, he said, "When are you opening the Philippines?"
I love it. I love it. Way to go. Way to represent. And guys, that's why you cannot miss Partner Co event. We are all rallying towards PXP. It's right around the corner, guys. Who here it is your ticket for PXP? Like that is the thing, the big finale. So Connect is amazing. PXP is like 10 times a Connect. So thank you for sharing that, Lourdes. We can't wait to have our experiences as well too. So it's going to be a
You
phenomenal
are
time.
welcome.
Yes, and way to represent as well too. That is so, so cool. Yes. Yeah, so much fun. And where are we at with the company? Like a couple notes that I think about is grateful that we have leaders that are still in the field. Like, I don't know, me and Becky were talking about this yesterday. We're like, where do you find a company where the owners are still going to events? And not just going to events, they're in the field. Did you know that at the same time that John was in Canada, Darren Zobrist was in China and they're launching some products in China as well too, right? It's been 3 years and these guys are not slowing down. If you've been a part of any other companies before, it's like super rare to even see the owner, let alone have them actually be in the field like that. So Partico is not slowing down. They are speeding up. They are really, really leaning in right now, you know? And talk about core cleanse. Here's some things that we think top level make us really competitive. Okay. It's one thing, products. Who here agrees that products in your business is super important? Like loving them, having good ones, everything. It's one thing to come out with a good product and then stay with that product for a long time. It's another thing to be able to constantly innovate and be wise with how to launch a product. Sometimes people think if I have a lot of products, that means that life's going to be easier. But who here has realized that it doesn't matter how many things you have to sell? If you can't sell one thing well, it's going to be harder to sell two things. Some people think I'm just going to sell everything. Well, if no one's buying, then it's just you're diffusing your effort. So you know what I like about Partner Co? They could launch like 10,000 products at once, but they don't do that. They're very strategic. We have a 10-year roadmap that Partner Co is developing on the product side. And you have on both sides. You have Mark Patterson, our chief marketing officer, who here loves our branding that Partner Co has. I mean, we just feel we just feel sexy and relevant. Like, thank you. That's stuff that we don't have to like pay for, right? And then you have Dr. Joshua Plant, who here loves listening to Dr. Josh Plant. I'm about to play a video with them. It's incredible. He is not just a genius with product formulation. Like, he knows his science. Like, homie is a Harvard PhD, NIH scientist. Like, he is a nerd. All right, he is actually a super big nerd. But he's also super wise with business. And he knows how to make sure that we don't just launch a product, but we actually launch one that people want, that people are going to use over and over and over again. So it's one thing to have a good product, like our drops are amazing, which of course is still our lead. Our Noni is amazing, for example. We have a lot of amazing ones. But when you see the Collab brand and the products that they are now starting to launch, this is the first product that I've seen that, well, one of the big ones that I've seen that they've listened to the field. They've seen what are the trends and how do we come out with something competitive? Okay. Greg and Lanika Scott were able to make $40 million in 10 years with a similar product. 40. Who here wouldn't mind splitting 40 million amongst just us on this call, right? We don't have to tell anyone else. Okay. So we know that that type of a product can already do super well. But not only did we come out with another product like that, it's easy to make a Me Too product. For example, you take a look at the peptide space, or you take a look at GLP-1s. I've been talking about these things. It's easy to just make like a copycat product with like a slight little difference. You know what's hard? To innovate something completely different that no one else has that works. So Partner Co, what I see from the product side, we're a company that is super wise with trends. We're always forward looking, but we're also smart to innovate solutions and be trendsetters. Who here is grateful to be a partner, a company that's leading trends, not just following them? And you know what that means for you and your business? That means that as your customer base grows, as your partners grow, every time that Partner Co comes out with a good product and then they launch it well, you see booms in your business. I remember there was a product launch you were part of before, and I was sitting in the audience, and I remember we had a leader that had their customers and their teammates ready to go. Right away, hit officer right when the launch happened. So this is the time that you're setting up your business. You're getting people plugged into our communities. You're getting our customers plugged into our 14-day reset. Who here's been excited about that? That Danielle's been putting so much blood, sweat, and tears into, right? Day 14, this is the second week of that. So check out the Drop Revolution. She's been posting recipes. She's doing it every single day. Also, if you don't know where the recipes are, if you go onto your boards and you go onto the 14-day drop reset campaign, under step 4, it says reset and guide links. So you have literally the week 2 of the 14-day reset here. So you can use this, you can share this with your clients. And remember, this is just another value add that you can do. So once people are in love with the ecosystem, then we can introduce them to other products. Okay. So be sure to take a look at that. All right. But at the same time now, how do we take advantage and how do we make sure that we layer in Core Cleanse? People have asked, when can Core Cleanse be sold by itself? If you know, you can't just buy one single box right now. And that was designed to be a certain, I think it's super wise. Think business wise, okay? How much is a set of drops usually? 150 bucks, around that? Okay. How would you like it if all of a sudden, without proper education, your average order of $150 went down to $50? Who here would love a $100 decrease in your pay? Well, you don't want that. So we want to be very careful that we keep the main thing, which are our body balancing program. And that in the launch, that people don't get confused and only just buy Core Cleanse in one box and then they don't buy the drops from you. So that's why right now in the pre-launch phase, they're being very mindful. Let's make sure people are still buying bundles, or let's make sure that people are also getting, multiple packs, right? We're getting 3 of the 8 packs. So we're excited because we're going to use it, we're going to resell it, we're going to sample it, like take advantage of these things, right? So in this time, That's why they're doing that. But you can, of course, resell your own box, you know? This is also a good time. If you're not Ultimate, I'm looking at Evelyn Sosa right now, for example, right? I know she really wants it. If you're not Ultimate or you have teammates in our Ultimate, remember we have the Ultimate unlock that is due. At the end of that is this Friday, guys. So all hands on deck, big priority this week. Think about, check out your team, right? Check out yourself. Utilize these core cleanse packs so that you can actually take advantage of all of these assets as well too. Okay. So I'm meeting up with one of our new teammates today, and then we're going to talk about how to get her to Ultimate using these core cleanse packages. Okay. Yeah. So now core cleanse can be done in subscription. Absolutely. All right. Let's go through some core cleanse assets that there are to utilize. Under the War Movement boards, under other product resources, we have a core cleanse folder, and we're just constantly updating this with a lot of things. Okay. One, if you want to see all the packages that are available, go to all core cleanse pack. We made a Google Doc here, and it has all the ones that are available and some really cool assets. So you can see in US and Canada what's all available here. Okay. So these are good for brand partners for you to utilize. There's a lot of good packages, right? You can also on the PartnerCo site just search core, and then you can find a lot of the great ones that are out here. Okay. There's also on some of these packages. Did you know there's free shipping on some of the packages? And there's also some freebies, like a free Max 2 on them. So for US, the 8, the 25 pack, for example, these have some good freebies in there. And then, of course, we have Canada. I'm a little bit jealous of Canada, guys. Like, I feel like I should be partially Canadian now because they have some really cool bundles of buy 3, get 1 free. They have some really nice packages that are there now. So take a look and evaluate them for you and your customers. But really layer these in to think, how can I either get people to Ultimate, myself to Ultimate? Maybe you can utilize this as a way to help people get promoted as well too. I saw Allison was chiming in a chat this morning. She's looking at teammates, getting them promoted to the next level. So utilize all of these. You know, these, Paula, are in, these are all in the boards. So if you just search up Core Cleanse, you'll find them in that folder there. Okay. So use that and be strategic about who needs to go Ultimate, who needs to get promoted, or even for your own order, how you can use them too. Okay. So those are great to have as well. So Core Cleanse also has, there's a teaser video that just came out. We have scripting and everything. Here's an assignment today. Who here's down to have a fun social media assignment to start attracting some attention on how to utilize this? Okay. So here's something I'm going to post today. This is also in the Core Cleanse folder. We snagged this from Miss Michelle McKay. But some people, so a month supply US is like $85 or so, right? Retail. But you can also package the 5 and the 2 in a 1-week supply and sell it for $25. The Greg and Lanika Scott are doing that a lot. Okay. Who here, when you think $25, does not think that's a lot of money, right? Like that's like, you don't have to overthink that. It's $25. It's like a meal, right? It's like whatever. There's something about that number that makes it easy for somebody to say, let me lean in. Sometimes people don't reach out for the product because in their mind, they're thinking it must be super, super expensive. And expensive is relative, but $25 for most people is like, you don't have to overthink that. Okay. So I'm going to take this photo and I'm actually going to post this right now. You can do the same thing as well too. And I'm going to make this as my post today. Okay. Ooh, China just got a new product. I want to go move to China now. I'm jealous. All right. They're just going to keep on coming out with better and better and better products. Like how exciting. All right. So I'm going to grab this one and let's go see. There's also a caption that you can utilize here. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to edit this one. Just $25 for 1 week supply. Okay. So I'm going to use this. Who else starts thinking their day about gut health? I didn't really focus on gut health until my 50s. So of course, adjust all of these, right? So I'm going to take this and post this. I didn't really start focusing on my gut health until my 30s when I began experiencing bloating, sluggish digestion, low energy. When it gets off, it affects everything, your mood, sleep, overall well-being. I'm excited about a new lemon ginger detox that just launched. Part of a simple 7-day system, 5 days of support, blah, blah, blah. I love it works with your body, not against it. I have early access and trial packs available, just $25 for 1 week supply. Comment yes if you'd like to be added to my VIP list or see the first comment for a link. So I'm going to post the boards link here. Okay. So at the same time, if you're using any type of AI, help me personalize, right? So simple way, I never just want to copy paste things, especially if it's a longer caption. So I'm going to personalize this. So help me personalize this caption in my voice. So let's see, chat knows me. Becky said, if you get the 4-pack, it's only $47.50 per month supply. So if you sell 1 week at $25, you make 100% of the profit when you sell 4 weeks in US dollars. Who here likes the sound of 100% profit, right? Like these can go for days. Okay. All right. Cool. And I'm going to make this post. Boom. Okay. This will be my post today. They're super easy to ship because they're so lightweight. Absolutely. And what I'm going to do is in the comments of this, and this is your homework today. If you're down to do this today, put a 1 in the comments below and start getting the buzz out there, right? So I'm going to post in the comments, I'm going to post this Restore Your Core board. Okay, because this is our info sheet on what this product is all about. Okay, and it gives some pricing and pack options too. Here are details on the core cleanse. All right, I'm gonna post that. And you might also, like, I actually like in the testimonial folder, we have some really good testimonials. So you can post testimonials in the comments so people can see that as well. Some videos, you can download these or you can copy paste, some of these. So let me take this image and I'll put it in the comments. Is that going through? I think so. There we go. It's loading, right? And remember, guys, around a business post, to make it fly in the algorithm more, what should we do as well too? What should we be doing opting before this, but also after as well? Either throw it in the comments or mute yourself and let us know. The sandwich. Yes. The key is engage. I'm going to go through my Facebook. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to prospects, customers, people that I want to see this post. Engage for 5, 10, 15 minutes. The more engagement that you have, the more that this will shoot it out in the algorithm for those that want to see this post and have to see it. Okay. Bob Budd's testimony is incredible. Well, once we have it, we're going to post these and we're going to continuously update all of these. Okay. So there's our simple stuff. Post it in your stories, post it everywhere. Of course, we also have reach out scripts in our core cleanse folder as well too. So you can it's super easy to take a look at. Okay. So we have that. Also, to make it easier, we also have a couple of calls tonight and Wednesday night, both at the same time. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, there will be core cleanse webinars that corporate's hosting. Okay. So use these opportunities to get your customers, to get those that are interested, right, onto these calls so they can see this and we can get the best of the best in front of this information. Okay. So tonight, there is another call. And what I'm going to do, and I'd recommend both share, but also learn as much as you can. Okay. When something launches, remember, there's first mover's advantage. So my game that I play is how can I learn the most that I can possible so I can repeat it? And then number 2, how can I get this in front of people as fast as humanly possible? Because the one that markets first and best is going to be the one that wins, if that makes sense. Okay. So take advantage of these. One more tool that we're going to have, and we're going to have this uploaded into the boards, onto Wellness 360 YouTube and all that. if you love Mark Patterson and Dr. Josh Plant, here's how I grab my words. Okay. Who here struggles with knowing, like, who here, if I were to ask you point blank right now, how does core cleanse work, Sheila? I won't put you on the spot, but who here, if I asked you point blank right now, would be a little bit, you'd be a little bit hesitant to be like, I don't know exactly what to say. What are the words, right? So I want to know enough not to be the doctor, the scientist. I want to know enough where I can actually give a quick little thing. The best way to do that is I'm going to repeat the people that I know are really good at explaining this. I'm going to keep on listening and taking notes until I can like get it really fast. Okay. I'm still in the learning process myself. So I'm going to learn it. And then as quickly as possible, I'm going to teach it. I'm going to like share it somehow. Who better to learn the words from than our chief marketing officer and chief science officer? Okay. So I'm going to play a video for us that those, if you're at the event, you saw this. It's good that you see this again because repetition is mother of skill. But for everybody, this is one I take massive notes on, really capture the words of what Mark and Dr. Plant are saying and think, how can I explain this to someone that's brand new on what the benefits of are this? Okay, so if you're ready to take some notes, put a 2 in the comments. We're all 2s now. I should never do a 1 anymore. Number 2 is the way to go for sure. All right, awesome. So this will be around 20 minutes, and then we'll close that after this with prayer and all that. All right, so here we go.
Hello, Partner Co family. I'm very happy that you are all here at this event today. I'm sad, though, that I'm not. However, technology makes it so that I'm kind of there, and I have to say, I have been to all 3 of these locations across North America, Raleigh, Nashville, and Vancouver. Love all those cities, and love all of you being brand partners with us. Thank you for being our partners. Today, I'm excited to actually talk about the newest product coming to you. You've probably heard about it already. Some of you have even been able to try it. We did some sampling actually in Destin. Raise your hand if you were in Destin and you got to try the product. When we sampled it, though, you only got to try the first part of 2 phases. There's two different products here. But I'm excited to tell you all about it. Let's start by first talking about our bodies. But when I think about the way this product works, it works a little bit like your phone. That sounds odd, doesn't it? But have you ever, I happen to have an Apple phone, but you guys probably have Androids and Googles and all kinds of different phones. But I've never met a person that didn't have to every once in a while reset their phone. Like, has it ever just started to slow down or your computer's just not working right? And then you call IT or you call your brother and you go, what the heck's going on with my computer? And then they just say, what you got to do is reset. You got to reset your phone. Just like the computer, our bodies also need a reset once in a while. Did you know that with stress and with all the bad eating that we do, and sometimes we're not good at exercising, and many of us don't drink enough water, all these things can start to weigh down our bodies. And wouldn't it be so nice if we could just hit that reset button on our bodies? Well, that's what we're about to talk about today. This slide here says your body needs to be reset. And I think it makes sense in our minds, but how do we hit reset? The signs that you know it's time to reset are these, the signs of a system overload. So if you read this, look, we've all experienced some of these things: constipation, diarrhea, usually not those aren't at the same time. Nutrient deficiencies, it's tough to eat perfectly all the time. Gas and bloating, poor sleep. I mean, if we have poor sleep, that really takes a toll on our bodies. Sleep's so incredibly important. Weight fluctuations, that yo-yo up and down. Irritability, yes, we all get a little irritable sometimes. Feeling down and having low energy. These are all signs that we have a system overload. Look at that last line on the bottom, though. Actually, did you know that women are 3 times more likely to have occasional constipation? It seems unfair. It's just a fact, though. So how do we hit reset? Well, some people actually have thought to themselves, oh, I found a product on the shelf that's called a cleanse. I think I'll do a cleanse. Well, let me tell you the crappy truth about cleanses. I know it's a bad pun, but it's an awesome image. You gotta love the toilets all lined up there. But the crappy truth about a cleanse is this, that it does in fact clear out your system. But guess what? When you're clearing it, you're actually just flushing all those nutrients down the drain. It can cause embarrassing side effects. You know what I'm talking about there. And I like the bottom line. It can also waste time, We're going to go with a lot of puns here. I'm all about it. I'm kind of a dad and into dad jokes. But wasting time, not really resetting and not doing good for our gut. So what do? Well, now you can reset your system with this new product that I'm talking about today. And what is the product called? It's another collab product, and it's called Core Cleanse. Core Cleanse. It cleanses to your core. It restores your core. And when you look at that image there, look, it's beautiful like usual. So congrats to the design team. But restoring your core is so important to your daily health. And before I get going, I'm going to play a marketing video that explains kind of how this works. So let's take a look at that video, turn up your sound, maybe even get out your cameras and video and film this. There's no film. We're going to digitally record it, and then we'll get right back.
Here's the crappy truth. When you're constantly taking things in, it's hard to let it all out. Give your body a hard reset. Meet Core Cleanse, a smarter way to reset your gut and restore to the core. This first-of-its-kind cleansing system combines 2 revolutionary gut-supporting drinks, 5 days to reset and 2 days to release. Together, they help clear the path for smoother moves through your GI tract. Now you can feel lighter, support a thriving microbiome, keep cravings in check, maintain hydration and electrolyte balance. Because when your gut works better, everything else feels better. It's time to take care of your business. Restore to the core with Core Cleanse.
Okay, so now let's talk about these 2 products separately. And you can see it's really you're buying one product, but there's 2 parts. And what we call those parts is reset and release. So the reset phase, now look at the one on the left, that one's called Core Cleanse. And then if you look at the one on the right, that's Core Cleanse Plus. Core Cleanse is actually what you take for 5 days in a row. It's kind of important for you to really listen to. So think about this for a second. You've got a 5 and 2, 5 days of Core Cleanse. And what does that do? Well, that's how you start that reset phase in your body. It helps to maintain your gut and your flora. Like it just helps everything in your body operate correctly. Now, when you get to the 2-day phase, this is where you go into the clearing, the release phase. I don't need to explain that too much, right? When I say release, I think you get it in your mind. But I can tell you that this works. And so I would be a little careful about which days you choose as your 2 days. All right, let's go to the next slide. We are calling this a 5-2 ritual. I want you to keep that in your mind. It is a ritual. It's something that you do every week, all the time, to maintain optimal health. 5 days on Core Cleanse, 2 days on Core Cleanse Plus. Now, for Core Cleanse Plus, let's first talk about Core Cleanse. Core Cleanse, you can take it about 30 minutes before your biggest meal. Easy peasy. And by the way, it tastes great. So easy. And many of you have tried it. It was delicious. The second one is, by the way, Core Cleanse Plus is all equally delicious, but it's different. The way you take it is important. So take a mental note, take an actual note, put this down in your phone. You don't want to get this wrong. So when people buy it, make sure you emphasize to read the instructions, follow the directions, because it really will make life a lot easier. But what you want to do is take the first one the night before you go to, just right before you go to bed. And then you take the second one the very next morning. So it's not like the other two where you do it a full day apart. You do it right before bed, right when you wake up, and boom, it goes to work, and you'll know it, and you'll feel so much lighter and so much better. I mean, it's amazing. And we're already getting incredible feedback and testimonials based on the people who have been in the trials. So it's really a great product. Let's talk about what's in it and how it works. So first of all, fiber. We're very familiar these days with the benefits of fiber. Our source of fiber is fantastic, but that fiber helps with your gut. I've talked about that already, but as you reset your body, you want to get that flora, you want to have everything happening correct inside your core. That's why we call it core cleanse. Magnesium glycinate. There's not just one kind of magnesium. This is the proper kind of magnesium to help do this very thing, reset your body. So that's an important ingredient. Ginger, I think this one is a bit of a surprise to me anyway. I didn't realize. It speeds up your GI tract and it reduces the I've got to go cramping. I had to laugh when I looked at this picture because I'm like, it looks to me like she's got the I've got to go cramping going on. Either that or the runs. I'm not sure which one she's got going, but anyway, ginger's an important ingredient. Bad jokes. I know it. I know it. And then also look at this pretty little flower over here. This is senna. I don't know if you've heard of senna, but senna is that beautiful yellow flower. That's actually where we got the idea for the color of the product, because we just said, man, that's a gorgeous color. But that beautiful little precious flower does some amazing, powerful things to your body. It's probably the most powerful of the active ingredients in this formula. Let's go to the next slide. Taking better care of your business. You know, one of the fun things about this product is the fun of the puns and the jokes. So, you know, as you share and you talk about things, do have a little bit of fun with it. It's just good to smile and realize that, shoot, taking care of your business can be fun. But look at Core Cleanse. Let's look at the benefits. It helps to curb hunger. It maintains optimal hydration, and it helps balance electrolytes. Now, Core Cleanse Plus does all of that. Plus, now you know why we said plus. Plus, it clears your GI tract. It sweeps your GI tract. Sounds similar, right? But the clearing and the sweeping are actually kind of a different thing. And then it helps your gut to just flourish. So that's the way it works. It's quite simple. It tastes delicious. It's really amazing. Now let's talk about more of what you want, the benefits, and less of what you don't want. Get more regular. Seems like everyone's getting that. You do get more nutrients. You get more balanced. You get more energy, which everyone wants. You get less bloated, thankfully, less hungry. I think that's a big benefit right there, which is why I think it works great with the drops, by the way. And less irritable. There's the surprise benefit, less irritable as well. So it's great. I already clued you in on this next one. Core Cleanse and the drops, I mean, it's like a match made in heaven. When you are actively working on trying to balance your body, to have these two products together really gets you in check. You're going to see the difference. You're going to feel the difference. And I'm telling you, your day-to-day just gets better. It's really, really fantastic. So as I end today, I just want you to know that I hope you all realize that Partner Co. is providing you with products that makes a difference, products that you can see and feel the difference, products that taste good, that are effective. And we're so grateful to Dr. Joshua Plant for taking time to, first of all, so glad he's part of the team, but really a scientist that's as educated as him, making sure that you get the proper nutrients, the proper formulas, that are effective and easy to use for yourself and easy to talk about and sell is part of the hallmarks of the CoLab brand. So now I am pleased to actually introduce you to Dr. Plant. We are pleased to have him a part of the team. And I usually just call him Josh. He gave me permission. But for all of you, I want you to know that he is Dr. Joshua Plant, our Chief Science Officer. Please welcome him now. Please stand and say thank you. Thanks, everybody. Great to see you.
Hello, everybody. I'm excited to talk today about one of the most incredible products that we're launching. And this is always a little nerve-wracking following Mark, even in a recording because I know what he has said is very hard to top. So the expectations there to look cool, make science sound fun, it's just overwhelming, but I'll do my best. So let's dive in a little bit about the science of the Core Cleanse and the Core Cleanse Plus. Not only is this a product that can help individuals feel better, get greater results, faster results, but it is also a product that is meant to accompany a very life-changing behavior that accentuates and helps us create healthy habits that we can carry with us for the rest of our lives. So let's dive into this product. This product is called Core Cleanse and Core Cleanse Plus. How does one product have two names? Well, it's because it is a combination of two products that are designed to work synergistically together. That's right. For 5 days of the week, you'll take Core Cleanse. This is a powerful product. Right before you go to bed, you can take this, well, actually up to about an hour before you go to bed. Take this product. It helps you satiate your appetite. It helps regulate your blood glucose levels. It even helps you diversify your microbiome. All of this magic while you sleep. This, in turn, as you wake up the next morning, allows you to be refreshed, better sleep, and to live that day much more effectively. Now, for 2 days of the week, you will take the Core Cleanse Plus. Right before you go to bed, about an hour or so before you go to bed, take the Core Cleanse Plus. This product also can help you feel full, satiate the appetite, diversify the microbiome, but it comes with a little bit of a plus. You will find yourself the next morning having an incredible, alarming experience. I always call it as the world's best alarm clock. You will not hit snooze. You will wake up needing to evacuate your bowels, scientifically speaking, or in layman's terms, go sit on the throne. So what does that mean? What is happening? This is an activity that we've been doing for our whole lives. Why all of a sudden now are we utilizing a product to facilitate this? Well, there's two things. One is it is the number one challenge that we face today due to the lifestyles, the foods that we're exposed to, what is usually a very natural, seamless operation for the body has become somewhat of a struggle. In fact, it is the number one complaint of individuals with their doctors that they cannot regularly go to the bathroom. And two, it is important that this process starts a very powerful behavioral change called a cleanse day. So that night before that cleanse day, when you take that Core Cleanse Plus, you will wake up and have an incredible, moving experience. Following that experience, we are recommending a very regimented behavioral experience to help your body detox effectively and to help create a healthy habit. So during this day, once you wake up, you will take another Core Cleanse Plus. Throughout this day, we encourage a high intake of water and electrolytes. Max 2O is a powerful combination to help you accompany this cleanse day. During this cleanse day, we want you to not have any food until about noon. At noon, you can begin to eat. The reason is during that time of that increased period without food, your body is going through powerful physiological changes, everything from autophagy, promoting regeneration of new mitochondria, to even helping stimulate powerful hormones that can promote youthfulness. Now, as you begin to eat, it doesn't mean it becomes a smorgasbord of foods that you can willy-nilly have. It's not a free ride to eat the Domino's pizza. What it is we actually want you to have about an 800-calorie day with 80 to 100 grams of high-quality protein. Have this during the next 6 hours. It may be a little bit challenging at first, but over several times of this cleanse day, you will find that you begin to look forward to this day. There will be a rush of feelings and euphoria and that quote-unquote runner's high people speak of. You will soon find that you are now having those things after about 3 or 4 times doing that cleanse day. After 6 p.m., we encourage you to stop eating again and to finish out that cleanse day. This right there is one of the most powerful behaviors that can help reset the body from the cellular level all the way to the macro level. Now, why do we want to accompany the Core Cleanse Plus behavioral bowel movement process on this day? Well, let me give you a little bit of an analogy, something we probably deal with way more than we want to admit, traffic. You come onto the highway and it is stopped traffic. We left our house and the traffic was pretty seamless to get onto the highway. Everything was moving well. But then once we get onto the highway, it's rush hour, bumper to bumper, nothing is moving. Now, imagine our house being the cell and us in our little car being the toxin going through our bloodstream. Our cells, we do everything we can. Our cells work to remove those toxins and it goes into our bloodstream and it's going through the back roads. And eventually the way in which it has to expulse itself completely from our body is through that highway system of our digestive tract. And if that is backed up, it sits forever there at the stoplight waiting to get on the on-ramp. And then eventually those toxins become reabsorbed back into that bloodstream. So no matter how effective we are at detoxifying the cells of our body, if we have not allowed traffic to flow freely from the house all the way through the highway, it's all for naught. It is important that we allow traffic to move seamlessly and powerfully as possible. Now, the reason that we want to accompany this on a cleanse day is not only when we're cleansing through that period of fasting, what happens is our body goes through a very powerful process, not only of autophagy, but of removing the toxins at the cellular level. That's right. Most of those toxins that we have are stored in our fat cells. And so as we've gone through an extended period of time of low caloric intake, our body is using its energy reserves, that of our fat cells, to then use those energies or the fats as our energy source. And so since those toxins are stored in those fat cells because they're hydrophobic, they don't like water, and fat cells are literally oil droplets in them, as our fat cells release those oil droplets, those toxins come along with them. So what we've done is this behavior has more or less opened the doors to the house, allowed those toxins to remove, but we want to accompany it with a free-flowing highway system to make sure that those toxins are properly removed from our body. This product, accompanied through this powerful lifestyle change, is one of the better things that we can do for longevity, weight management, hormone balance, and even helping us live as much as possible that toxin-free lifestyle. And so I'm so excited to introduce this product to you that is perfect to accompany drops in helping individuals live that stress-free life and maximizing the results that Partner Co delivers that nobody else can match. Thank you so much and excited to hear this.
What a great video. Who here learned something there? How powerful. Love it. This will be up on Wellness 360 YouTube. It'll be up in the Facebook groups. It'll be in our Core Cleanse boards. It'll be everything by today. So we'll check out for that as it comes out, but super powerful. Super powerful. Yeah. You can absolutely use, there's a question on, can we use Restorix with it? Absolutely. How long should you use it? Restorix you can keep on using if you want. It depends. Some people like to use it cyclically, so every couple of months type of thing. But use a month supply with both of them. Put in Max 2O, great combinations and everything. Pam said, Dr. Plant recommends sharing ingredients with your MD if you have GI issues. He said the 5-day cleanse is safe for all except pregnant and nursing moms. And the 2 days should be reviewed with your MD. Better be safe than sorry, like that. But it is pretty gentle too. And I think as you start to experience the product more, try it out, have some fun. So we can't wait for all of that. All right. So to recap, make your social media posts. I saw some of you guys already doing that. Way to go. Start attracting attention. Start driving people towards things like whether it's this video or whether it's to, we have the Core Cleanse call that corporate's putting on today and also Wednesday, right? Getting people, this is a great relaunch opportunity to just get people reinvigorated because I think the whole world needs a reset right now, like this is the time of the year. Really, really good one to do that. Lean into the reset that we have already as well. And then let's keep on going. All right. So stay close to the fire as we go through this launch together, because it's just going to get more and more exciting about everything. So guys, did you guys learn something today? Helpful? Yeah, I learned again just by watching that one as well too. So with that, we'll conclude today and we'll end up with prayers. So if you want to stay for that, absolutely stay on. If you want to pop off, we honor you for that as well too. Miss Paula, are you in a place where you can pray out?
Yes, I can.
Over to you.
God, we just come to you today and we thank you. We thank you for the bodies that you have given us and how you've intricately designed them to function and to work. And our bodies are our temple. And although we should take great care of them, sometimes that's challenging because with life comes stress. And to try to manage that stress, we thank you that you have given us our body balancing drops to get our cortisol balanced. And we thank you now that you have given us this core cleanse that's going to help us reset our bodies, much like a person would reset a phone or a computer. And it's going to help us to get cleaned out and release things like you encourage us to clean out our hearts and our minds and to release forgiveness. So God, as this is a physical cleanse for us, I also pray that each and every person that uses it, especially on our team, that everybody would lean into a spiritual cleansing. We just came off of Easter, Lord, and we know you endured so much for us. You sacrificed so much for us, Lord. And in turn, we want to be a good steward of everything, including our bodies, and bring them back to optimal health so that we can help to serve you and build your kingdom, and we can help to be servants to others and to extend love and to extend whatever tools that we have available for them to better their health and their quality of life. Because as our hope can sometimes get dimmed, we need to have our hope in you. But if a person is focused on poor health and sickness and pain, that can be a distraction from truly focusing on you, Lord. And we know that when we get our bodies balanced and cleansed and pure and clean physically, it will enable us to really have our eyes more focused on you and to become more balanced with you in our life and our spiritual walk and our relationship with you, Lord. So God, I just pray that as we go forth through this day and the rest of our week, that we would be aligned with you. We would be aligned with all the products that Partner Co. has to offer, that we could help various people that you're going to bring across our paths. You know their needs before we ever even encounter them, Lord. God, we thank you for every opportunity to witness to anyone and every opportunity to help someone to regain their health and regain their quality of life so that they can live a fuller, happier, more peaceful life and connect with you on a deeper level. God, we love you and we praise you and we thank you for all things. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great one, guys.
Amen. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you so
Have a great
much.
day, everybody.
God
Great one.
bless.
Bye.
Amen. Have a blessed
God
day.
bless. Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
God bless.